looking at
Okay.
sexual games on Steam.
Are
Lord
you
have
gonna do our
mercy.
intro?
Right now?
This is you?
No, I'm not doing
What
that.
the fuck do you mean?
You can do the intro. I don't want to do that shit.
The fuck do you mean, dude?
You can do the intro. I'll do the topic. You do the intro. Hey guys, and welcome to Abnormal Entities.
That's the intro. Thanks.
All right, cool, gotcha.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Oh yeah, fucking Logan needs to do it,
Yeah,
dude.
Logan loves doing that shit. Let's have Logan do it.
All
I
right,
don't want to
Logan.
do that shit.
Whatever,
Marker.
about-
this is fun.
No. You're doing it.
No.
You're
No,
doing
what
it.
about what part about me not wanting to do any
You're
work did you
fucking.
not understand?
You're fucking doing it.
No, I refuse.
You did it. You
Yo,
did it
come
last
on.
time.
Yeah,
No,
it's got to
no,
be a
I was
tradition now.
no, it was purely an example. I was trying to tell you what to say.
No, but we used it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
we
on.
did.
really?
It's hell yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify.
Yeah, it's
That's
out
the
there.
beginning.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so go ahead.
I already did it
you-
last time. It's your turn.
I'm not doing that.
All right.
Anyways,
Chat's doing
so-
it. But before we start, like and subscribe. All right, that's
Ugh.
the whole thing.
Anyways. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about possibly the most public. What are you doing?
Hey, dude.
Is Josh on? Is Josh not on the camera?
Don't talk about Josh like that.
I just saw your head bobbing. I just
Don't forget to
Fuck.
buy our merch. We don't have any merch. Not yet. We don't. Not yet. Eventually.
No fucking way we do.
Eventually.
We're
Eventually.
brokies. There's no way. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about Bloody Mary because that's something that a little bit later you'll know about. I actually did as a kid and experienced some spooky.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Okay.
Don't do that shit. I hate that you do that shit. But yeah, so has anyone? I mean, y'all know what Bloody Mary is. Everyone does.
No. You have to explain it.
I'm going to.
Then why did you fucking ask?
Well, center. But so pretty much, she is a hoodoo voodoo demon that
Beach.
could be good or bad. Like there's in historical tellings that it could be one of benevolent force or malevolent, so good or evil. But pretty much you go in the bathroom. What?
I'm out. So you said it can be good or evil?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never heard of it being good. It's always been bad.
Yeah,
So
that's one of the things I like
interesting.
about
Okay.
it. But pretty much Bloody Mary is labeled as a demon. It could be there's been many historical tellings of it, like a ghost, phantom, witch, or a spirit to conjure the future.
Is this what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Bloody Mary,
Wait.
yeah.
Well, are you sending a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But anyways, the whole point of Bloody Mary historically was to predict the future of women to see if they got married. And if you had to do it by talking into a mirror. And now it's been stated that you only have to say her name 3 times, but in other historical, like in England, it goes up to 47 times.
So you gotta sit there for 47 times going, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you keep track of how many times you say that?
I don't know. I don't think they could count that high back then, personally.
What do you fucking mean? That's literally when math was invented.
Yeah, but not everyone had access to math.
I think they can count to 40.
Mm.
Over here trying to find a fucking funny picture to go along with what you're saying, and I'm like, literally the only thing that comes up when looking up Bloody Mary is the drink, and somebody put fucking buffalo chicken tenders on the top of this one for some reason.
Oh, that pisses me off.
And I am infuriated now.
That's a whole nother haunted topic, the Bloody Mary drink.
but yeah, you chant her name repeatedly in the bathroom. It's done in the bathroom nowadays, but you really just needed a mirror. Back in like the 17th century, the stipulation was that you had to have that handheld mirror with a candle and walk backwards down the stairs while saying her name. And you either saw one of two things. You either saw Mary, which and then it shows like the person that you'd get married to, like the future husband,
Mhm.
or it would show the Grim Reaper, which meant that you die before you got married. So it was a superstitial thing to do to for women to, you know how they toss the flowers back and whoever catches it is the one that's going to get married next.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's that, but with demons.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Me personally, you know,
Yeah.
I don't think it would be worth it to contact a being from the other realms to let me know if I'm either gonna get married or die before the chance I
Isn't
get
that
married.
back in the time where like they weren't allowed to get married on their own? They were like given away?
17th century, so 1600s.
Depends on
Yeah.
the culture.
Yeah, it depends on where you're from. In England, probably,
Yeah, like that was like
but it
back in
was
the
mainly
Dizzy.
it was to see who you got married to. Probably because of the arranged marriages, that you'd be like, "Oh, he's hot," or "Oh, he's not," and then,
I feel like walking backwards down the stairs is ridiculously dangerous.
oh yeah, in the dark with only a candle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
I don't think it was a good idea, but the thing that I like about Bloody Mary a lot is that there's so many different things that is told about it. Like this is what it is, this is what it is. And that makes me believe it a little bit more because there's so many different accounts of it, if that makes sense.
There's a lot of accounts of Bigfoot too, though.
Yeah, but that dude's got big feet. Well, what's so special about him, right?
Yeah.
fuck you mean?
Bloody Mary is a drink, so
Well, have you seen one?
yeah, a
Look
lot.
at that. Look at that. Case closed.
I've
But
discovered something else that's disgusting with Bloody Marys, but, whatever.
is it the chicken wing thing?
No, I mean, it's not just that.
What did you discover?
It's got a whole fucking smorgasbord of shit that was just pinned up on top of a Bloody Mary, like, I saw there was a whole ass bird on it, there was hamburgers, hot dog, man, it just looked ridiculous, and now I'm trying to find it again because I don't know if either one of y'all saw me disgustingly staring at my screen earlier,
Yeah.
but that's what I was staring at. It was utter shock and disbelief.
So, okay, wait. Now, I do you have more on like the origin of this or no?
Oh yeah, I was about to get into like the
Okay, okay,
different
okay.
origins.
All right, I was about to
That was
say.
just pretty much a brief overview of it.
Okay,
Uh,
so just to recap, Bloody Mary apparition that it can be good or bad in the mirror
yeah,
multiple times.
yeah. And the
Interesting.
good part was that it would tell you who you get married to. Uh, the thing is, whenever I get more into the ritual part of it,
Mhm.
uh, there's a lot more fucked up stuff that could happen with it. I'd like again the risk and reward. I wouldn't say is worth it, but I wasn't in the 1600s. I don't know what the marriage was like then. uh, but the thing is, with the different origins of it, they're all based on real women
Mhm.
of history. So one of the more popular ones was Queen Mary the First, the daughter of Henry the Eighth. She was kind of an asshole, and there was around 300, give or take a few, religious Protestant dissenters burned at the stake because of her. And then she was given the nickname in history Bloody Mary from that. So that's why people are basing the ghost off of her primarily.
Didn't they behead her?
I think so.
I think they beheaded her.
I'm pretty sure. While what I read, it was her or another one of the people. That whenever she was getting beheaded, like cursed the people beheading her, like she like I'll haunt you or whatever, some shit. I don't remember the exact thing,
She said, "I'll haunt you"
but
or some shit.
exactly that. Yeah, in the quotes. Uh,
All
Quote,
her.
"I'll haunt you," or some shit.
You better not, or I'll haunt you or some shit.
oh man, now this one that's the one that's the main believed one, I would say. But this one, Elizabeth Bathory, Bathory from the 17th century was a Hungarian countess who allegedly tortured and killed around 660 girls and women, bathed in their blood,
Allegedly.
but was accused of vampirism after that. Like that's kind of far fetched.
Oh yeah, that's the far
yeah.
fetched part.
Far-fetched, that's far-fetched.
yeah.
I don't know, dude, because vampirism is just drinking blood.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
And
like
she bathed in that shit,
yeah. I
but
mean, she definitely could have been like,
Allegedly.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just oh
Just
god.
in the middle.
God, I love the blood of the innocent.
This thing gets so warm. Oh.
Now, I think that there's another two origins that are spread around about Bloody Mary. But before I get into those, I think the reason why the ghost or demon or whatever is both could be good or bad is that it's based off of all the women instead of just one.
So you think it's all of them?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think they could call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but I think all of these Marys kind of sucked.
It ain't turbo, Granny.
So I'm only
At
hearing like
least,
about the
yeah.
bad ones. What about the good ones?
I didn't find anything on the good
That's
ones
that's
So
the
why
trick.
can it be good?
because it'll tell you if you get married.
Yeah, but if it's based off of these fucking bad women,
Or you'll
I
get
feel
mutilated in the bathroom.
yeah, or you get fucking stabbed to death.
you want to know your husband, or do you want to get your blood sucked?
It's a tit for tat.
but uh the other origin is called Mary is from a girl named Mary Worth, who is she was either a woman who killed slaves escaping the Underground Railroad, or was a woman that was burned at the stake during the witch trials. Since history was a little bit fucked around that time, it was either or, from what I saw. So a witch or someone that killed escaped slaves,
Either
just for
way,
fun.
not a good person.
No,
no,
no, not good.
no. But
Not good at all.
whenever you do the ritual, you have a certain like chance of things happening. Like
Like CS:GO cases, like 10% to get a
yeah.
blue and
10% you
10%.
get your blood sucked.
You either, the gold is finding if you're marrying like a hot dude or something.
yeah.
and
It's
then
so worth the risk.
oh
Point
man, I can't wait to open that.
0.1% chance of actually opening that one. The
yeah.
rest of it's like dog shit.
Dog shit, dog shit, dog. Hey, he's kind of good looking.
Let's go gambling.
oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it.
But the ritual, there's a chance that you would either see the face of the husband of your future husband, uh, or you would see the face of the Grim Reaper, which means that you're gonna die before you have the chance to marry, which I guess sucks.
Oh, look at that. Ethereal horrors beyond my mortal comprehension.
uh, but that was more of the not prehistoric, more of the historical thing of Bloody Mary. It changed a decent bit throughout history, like what would supposedly happen during it. And there's actually a study on it recently because how you have to do it, the ritual now, is in the bathroom, lights off, dimly lit. like with a candle or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the scientist's name. I forgot to ask him, but
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, I forgot that. He just told me this information and then left.
He like talked to you personally, told you all
Yeah,
this. Gotcha.
yeah, exactly. But there's something with staring into a mirror whenever it's dimly lit that would disassociate you mentally and cause hallucinations
Mhm.
based on that, like seeing your face melting was one of the examples. So that's where scientifically Bloody Mary was tied to historical bullshit happening because they were hallucinating, which I found to be pretty interesting.
You know the ping
Uh,
pong ball thing?
what?
What?
They take a ping pong ball and they cut it in half and they put the halves over your eyes and you just sit there with a red light in the room and you'll eventually start hallucinating. It induces psychosis.
That's
Really?
way cheaper than any drug that you could do.
Mhm.
Maybe we should do that for an episode, you think?
Oh, dude, we could do Bloody Mary and the fucking ping pong thing.
At the same time, I could find out if I marry a hot guy and then lose my mind.
And then go on a murder spree.
uh, but yeah, the stories were saying that you have to either say her name 3 times or up to 47 times, and then she will come out of the mirror, which that's where the scientific.
Does she have a fat
It,
ass?
you know,
Is she like that one meme of the grudge trying to crawl out the TV, but she can't get out because her ass is too fat?
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm pretty sure 100% yes.
It don't matter because I got a big ass mirror. She's gonna get through.
But the apparition of Bloody Mary allegedly appears as a corpse, a witch, or a ghost that could either be friendly, evil, or a demonic spirit.
Got a
But
fat ass, it don't matter.
but in every one of those is always covered in blood because she was either a witch that got burned at the stake or beheaded as King or Queen Mary. So obviously bloody, hence the
Wood,
name. Wood.
wood.
uh, but yeah, so far, have y'all? What do y'all think?
Gonna go do it right now.
You sure?
I'll say it 47 times just in case.
Just to make sure I'm right.
Just bring the camera in there, so let's see what happens.
I ain't got no candles, but I got a nightlight or something I can
I
fucking
got
tell
I'm
a
them.
sure that
nightlight.
worked. She doesn't come out if it's artificial. She
Fuck.
knows it's not authentic.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Can't get no big titty Bloody Mary.
What if I just do it in the pure darkness? Is she gonna grope me in the dark or no?
Maybe
I mean, she could. Anything could, really.
I could.
It may not be Mary. It might be fucking Mark. Bloody
But
Mark
yeah,
came out the fucking mirror.
so far, what do y'all think of
So
Bloody Mary?
I've heard a lot about Bloody Mary, like growing up, and like me being a spookster. You know what I mean? I like scary stuff, and I like ghosties and things like that. And I've always really found the idea of Bloody Mary really interesting. I don't think that. I mean, granted, technically it is a ritual, right?
Yeah,
So I do think that you could be summoning something out of a fucking mirror, which mirrors in the spiritual world anyway, are portals, right?
yeah, they're supposed to be the
Yeah.
doorway.
So it's the doorway from their world to our world. So I think it is a possibility of going to one of these fucking portals, right? And going to like their door and holding it open a little bit, going, "Hey, anybody want to come through?" And
Mary,
then something happening. I do think that that is 100% a possibility. I don't think that it's quite this. I don't think it's quite like what people have exaggerated it to be. But I definitely do
yeah,
think that you could open up something that you don't know how to handle in doing that.
yeah.
Um, I don't. I play with like Ouija boards and shit, same type of thing.
See,
And
Ouija boards. those I actually have a story of that too. Uh, as for someone that has a decent amount of stories about, I'm like mostly not a believer of that shit. Uh, but there was one. Just quick side tangent about a Ouija board. It was whenever me, my mom, and my sister were living together. She had a Ouija board. My mom did, from passed down from families, from like her parents or whatever. And we used it one night and didn't officially like sign off how you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And she threw it away in the trash, like in her room. And she woke us up one night because she said that she saw it like going over like die repeatedly. I didn't see it firsthand, so
Oh.
I can't verify. But
One of these days
she,
we'll do a stories episode and like talk about some of our stories and stuff. I think that'll
My
be cool.
grandma burned one when I was a kid and it screamed.
I was about to say that's if bad shit has come through and you burn them, that's supposedly what happens. I don't know. I
oh
still have
shit,
mine, but
like your
you know,
bad demon that came out of it, or the Ouija board.
both.
Oh.
His name's Kyle. He just kind of walks around sometimes. What's up, Kyle?
Does he pay rent or
No, no.
fucking
He doesn't
freeloader?
have any. He doesn't have any hands.
He could collect disability. But yeah, so whenever Bloody Mary is summoned, in that CS:GO case that we were talking about, there's a chance of these things kind of happening. Uh, there's like examples of people saying that Bloody Mary was screaming at them, cursing at them, strangling them.
I'd be mad as fuck if I was sitting in my bathroom going Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. She just comes out in the mirror like, "Fuck you!"
I'd be mad. I'd be madder than fuck.
Oh, baby dick ass motherfucker. It's just, what?
What, Mary?
Barry, why?
What did I do?
Uh,
I just want to see if I was gonna marry a hot guy.
alternatively, she could steal your soul.
Oh,
Ooh, not my soul, please.
not my
She
soul.
could steal
How?
your soul.
Hold on. Hear me out.
Yeah,
What is
it doesn't come out of that.
magnets?
She doesn't suck the soul out of you. I'm sorry to tell you this.
How does she get it, huh?
Sure, reaches into your chest, right?
Probably not
And just
consensually.
fucking takes that thing.
uh, Drinking their blood is something that could
Who?
happen.
Whose
Probably off
blood?
the
Oh, my
yours,
blood?
the one that
Gotcha.
summons it.
Gotcha.
Which if your blood is getting drank, I don't know how you could quite report that. But because you could do Bloody Mary, like not you don't have to be alone. You could do it with a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
A
finna come in
group
there and
suck
suck.
session?
Huh?
I said a group suck session. Everybody
Yeah.
just fucking. Everybody goes in the bathroom and then everybody comes out anemic as fuck.
Come to the
Like,
glory hole where Mary's on the other side.
oh, dude, hell no.
Well, I'm not going into that allegory again.
The glory
Uh,
hole?
yeah, the glory hole conundrum of 2023. Uh,
This happened
oh
last
yeah,
year?
or you could get your eyes scratched out. Alternatively,
Mm,
Why my
that sounds like
eyes?
it's shitty.
probably because you saw her or something like Cthulhu.
Interesting.
Mary's just a fickle bitch, and she
Seems that
doesn't.
way. It seems like she treats the situation just like based off her current mood. Like
Probably.
I feel like it's all the same Mary, but sometimes she responds with 3 Marys and other times she just doesn't wanna fucking listen. She's like 47 times, she's like, "Fine!" And she finally just comes out and scratches your fucking
Is
eyeballs
this
out.
what you wanted?
"Is this what you fucking wanted?"
Some days she's in a good mood, some days she's in a bad mood.
Like I said, fickle bitch. Uh, but so you said that do a stories episode potentially later. I
Yeah.
was planning on doing the Bloody Mary story now.
You could tell it. Tell it. You
Oh,
have a first
okay.
if you have a first hand encounter, like yeah, let's talk about
Yeah.
it.
So Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying I was a kid. Like I was right around 8 or 9 in that general area,
Yeah.
and it could have been the older kids fucking with me. But I was in that room alone. I know what I saw.
Okay.
But pretty much me, my sister, and two of our friends growing up. I guess I can't say doesn't matter. Dean and Darian. Uh, there's a group that we would hang out all the time, and we had the fun idea of doing the Bloody Mary thing because we were kids, and we would do it one at a time. So one person would go in there, do it. You'd hear someone scream. Uh, one of the things that was fucked up is that whenever Darian did it, we heard someone scream, but it didn't. It wasn't her voice. It didn't sound like her, at least. So that was a bit creepy. Uh, but whenever it got to my turn to doing it, I did the whole Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, and then whenever I was talking about the face melting thing,
Uh huh.
that's what I saw, and the melting of the face looked like blood, and I saw a woman's face in there reaching like to the mirror. And again, I was 8 or like it's not a crazy like long story or anything, but I was like
Were you
8 or
like the
9.
last one?
No, I was like third.
I was about to
I was
say
third.
that. Well, like the two people before you, like they could have just been knocking on our door, right? You know,
Yeah.
and like by the time you got in there, she's pissed. She's mad already.
She was about
She's
these
like,
motherfucking kids.
she's like, she's like one of those grandpas who like, ding dong ditching and everything, and finally he comes out with a shotgun. He's like, "Get off my property!" You know what I mean? That was
Yeah,
Mary. Whenever you did it, finally, she was finally just like,
probably.
"Oh, I'm fixing to ruin this kid's life." Just
Oh
come
yeah.
out melting.
It scared the shit out of me, I'll tell you that much. Like, oh my god. But out of all the things, that was probably the second creepiest thing that I've experienced when it comes to like ghosty goose. The other one was the one I was telling you about earlier, Dakota, where it may or may not have, who knows these days, been a little bit illegal. Uh but yeah, so that's pretty much Bloody Mary. I mean, there's plenty to go on. I tried to look up like stories, but you know how whenever you look up stories about ghosts, they seem like they're written by like a 14-year-old like
Yeah,
Wattpad user.
it's like a Reddit post.
Yeah. So I was
Those are
trying to
fun.
find like, I mean,
Those
they're
are
fun.
I like
I,
I like reading them just because like even though we may not fucking
here,
believe it, it's fun to read them. I think.
gotta pad out the runtime here. So
Gotta pad out.
let me pull up one here. Okay, so here's one going off the first one I see by JVM0, most reliable source I've ever dealt
Shout out
with.
JVM0.
Shout out JVM0 for this totally real 100% Bloody Mary story I haven't proofread. Uh, so back in elementary school, I walked into the third grade bathroom. Each grade level had a separate wing and a separate bathroom, and
Big
so
ass
a group
school.
of that big ass school, probably like in like Britain or something. Uh, but saw a group of girls checking in all the stalls and talking excitedly. So of course JVM here asked what they were doing. These third grade girls.
Interesting.
Having recently heard about the game Bloody Mary, out of curiosity, he asked if he could play. I think it's a guy, or if he could stay and watch.
Well, he went
Uh,
in the women's bathroom in school.
I guess so. I mean, they're in third grade. I'm sure, like it was just like like, oh, we're about to play a spooky game kind of deal. You know.
I guess.
I'll choose to overlook it for the moment.
Yeah.
For the time being. This guy, like, he was like 18.
I'm just gonna
No.
they're third graders. They're third graders in my head, third graders.
Yeah. Uh,
Innocent.
uh,
It's just a game.
but they chanted the name 7 times while turning around and facing the row of mirrors after they close the door and turn off the lights. They turned to look towards the sound of the stalled door in the furthest back corner because it was shaking, moving, and banging in an abnormal manner. I don't know what a normal manner of the door shaking and banging would be. But yeah, through the side slit of the door, they saw a female with dark hair and long, dark burgundy dress. So, oh yeah, that's another thing about Bloody Mary. She's always in a dress.
It was
Mhm.
just their teacher getting railed by the janitor, trying to hide from the rest of the
Go back
kids.
to class, kids. uh, oh, his knees wobbled like jello. It felt like time. This is what I mean about it being like a Reddit story. Like it actually felt like time slowed and we all were frozen in our spots for what felt like eternity, entranced to watch this terrifying scene until someone screamed and time returned to us. We all ran, screaming, just outside the bathroom and stopped to catch our breath, then started talking about what we had just seen. Miss Pritchard getting railed by the janitor. Wow, it's crazy. You fucking guessed it, Logan. Uh,
Oh my god, dude.
but I mean, that's pretty much it. But the teacher went to came and like check on them because of course there's a bunch of children screaming in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and whenever the teacher opened the door, there's nothing there, completely empty.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I
Nav,
mean,
what's up, dude?
definitely sounds like a real scenario to me.
Okay, so again, I'm just gonna say, right?
Yeah,
I 100% think that you could you could be messing with something that you have no idea what it is when you do something like that because it is that is a ritual.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, would there have to be like some sort of like sacrifice to really summon a demon, like
No,
blood or
a
whatever?
ritual, dude, is just anything to like fucking a Ouija board. That's a
Yeah.
ritual. You know,
Oh, the
like
Ouija board? Yeah.
the placing the. Nah, I appreciate the follow. Like placing your fingers on the planchette and
Yeah.
doing the circle and all that kind of stuff. That's a ritual. A ritual is
Okay.
just anything, any form of um like
All
action.
these.
Let me look up the actual definition of a ritual so I'm not sounding stupid.
I just found possibly one of the funnier written ones.
I'm
Just the
gonna
way that it's written.
I'm gonna continue to believe that Miss Pritchard was getting railed in a sundress by the janitor.
Because all of these stories seem to, like the ones that I'm reading, come like from school and like going to the bathroom, which is weird. But
I mean, you got to think though. It's kids.
yeah,
You know what I
that's true.
mean?
I mean, what did we do whenever we were kids?
We
We
probably
didn't do
did.
that.
I mean, well, Ty did. I mean, not at
Yeah,
school,
Not
but
at
fucking at his
school.
house.
I would
Okay,
go to the
so
women's bathroom in school.
a ritual is a series of actions or events that are repeated often in a religious or social setting. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, chanting a name in a mirror with a specific lighting or whatever. I mean, that's a yes, you are right. Yes, I mean that's a ritual. You
yeah.
know, so
I mean, yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, and it seems like if you were bugging the shit out of a demon to get summoned through a mirror,
you're probably gonna have your fucking eyes ripped out.
you're probably gonna get your soul sucked. Like,
Comes with the territory.
I guess so. I do have one more story here
Hmm.
that I would like to read because I'm skimming through it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
and it's written just like a fucking sixth grade like short story for English class would be written.
Fuck yeah.
Like
All right,
very,
I'm in.
it's very funny to me. Okay, so here we go.
All right,
Yeah, okay,
I'm in.
sorry. This is by, well, artist excerpting.
Shout out artist.
Whatever, excripting. Uh, when I was in sixth grade, a group of
All right, you don't
girls
have
were
to just
trying.
you don't have to read it like that.
Oh, okay. But I think it makes it fun. But whatever. A group of girls were trying to round everyone they knew to go into the girls' bathroom for some reason. I got pulled. I'm gonna read it word for word, by the way, because I think it makes it better. I got pulled in because my friend wanted to go. She told me they wanted to try a scary game. I saw my other friend get pulled in too. Let's call her Claudia. Once we were inside, the girls explained the scary game and who they were trying to see. Claudia adamantly says this isn't real. It's just a story used to scare kids. Claudia sounds like a bitch, dude. Fucking
Buzzkill.
yeah,
Fucking
loser.
buzzkill.
uh,
Boom,
Claudia
Claudia, you suck.
Claudia loudly yells out, "No, not real. Whatever. Let's just go on with it." So we do the
She's
whole
scared.
thing. Yeah, she's just scared.
She's scared as fuck.
Oh yeah. Turn off the lights and turn on the hot water to let up the steam so the mirror can steam up.
What is this?
Nothing
That one
happened.
episode of regular show?
I think so.
Egg beer, egg beer, egg beer.
So we all went out, and Claudia goes, "See, I told you guys, it's all story. Wasted my recess time."
So they
The
did
next,
this. They did this, and it didn't like nothing happened.
yeah, nothing happened.
Nice, sweet.
There's still, don't worry, there's more.
All right, all right, all right.
The next day, Claudia came up to me and my group of girls and told us, "I walked home and saw a black wallet on the ground at the front door. I picked it up and opened it. Inside was a black and white photo of a lady on a nice looking chair that looked like a throne. She was wearing those gowns like old century ladies do. And the lady was staring at me. A note in red writing said, 'These are the people that I killed.'" Nothing else was in that black wallet. Claudia went to bed that night, and when she woke up, she had scratches on her back and her arm. She
Demon.
said, "Well, I believe." she
Actually,
was
Um,
she was distraught the entire day. The girls and I were in disbelief. Claudia took out the black wallet. We all inspect. So she stole the wallet. Uh, Looked at the photo. I saw it. It's an old photo and it's in black and white. She is there as if she's looking straight at you. I remember it until this day. Look at that.
look at
Oh,
that.
yeah. Sorry. A week later, I was asleep, but I woke up around 3 a.m. My parents had to work the night shift and would come home around 5 a.m. I felt a weird presence in the room. I didn't want to open my eyes, but dang it all, that happened with Claudia. Now I'm here in bed awake. When I did open my eyes, I quickly open and close my eyes. I was terrified. What I saw was a cut off head of a pretty lady and her mouth was open.
Ooh.
So Bloody
and I
Mary was
freaked
just
it.
and I freaked it. But yeah, so in that story, Bloody Mary was again a fickle bitch and just stalked these children.
I ain't heard not one story of her like saying you're gonna marry a pretty guy.
No, I haven't either.
I don't think she does it. I think it's a
I think
ruse.
it's straight up just demon shit.
Straight demon shit.
Straight demon time.
Straight demon
Demon
time,
time
baby.
all the time.
But
Hey,
yeah,
dude.
so that's all the Bloody Mary content that I want to care to do. Uh,
That's it.
what
I
what do
think
y'all think?
I okay. I again. I've said it like twice now. I
Yeah.
do 100% think that it could be something malicious that is, brought about by a ritual done. And even though it's fucking kids most of the time doing it,
Whoa. Go on.
what do you mean?
No,
Whoa.
go on.
Like most of the time in these stories, it's kids who are like, "Oh, Bloody Mary." But demons don't fucking care who's doing it, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's true. I
just
mean, if I was a demon, I wouldn't care who was getting me out of bed in the morning. I'd still claw their eyes out.
yeah, dude, like so I don't
You
think
were
that it's out
threading-
of
you were telling some thin ice there for a minute, pal.
Nope, I know.
I was
I
sitting here
chose my
just,
words very specifically.
I was waiting for you to slip up. I was sitting here like,
But I don't know. I with the first-hand experience that I had, it could be one of three things. Like the scientific, like I was just my brain was disassociating from the light in the mirror and whatever.
yeah.
It could have been people fucking with me somehow. Or it could have been a demon on demon mode
Could
fucking
be.
with
on
me.
demon mode.
Dude, okay, just saying, you know, my personal experiences with spirits and ghosty boos and all this kind of shit, like I do think that Bloody Mary, or maybe it's probably not fucking Bloody Mary actually, but like
Yeah,
I do believe that there is something that could be summoned from doing something like that.
a ritual like that.
Yeah, well, like I said, fucking rituals don't, they're not like 100% accurate, and they're not gonna work 100% of the time. So like
Yeah.
there's sometimes where it's not gonna work, nothing's gonna happen. You get fucking 20 people doing it at the same time. Sorry about it, buddy.
Something's gonna happen.
Like one of those 20 groups is probably gonna experience something weird.
Yeah, that's true. What
I
about you,
mean,
Logan? What do you think?
I think it's all like more of a fucking schoolgirl sleepover, fucking ooh spooky shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, like more of
Like
like a superstition kind
yeah,
of deal.
like a children's thing. They
Like
get
my friend told me
remember.
this happened to him, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Well,
like
Logan's
a lot of
also
times it could be more of a misremembrance
that's true.
as a child. You know what I mean? Because I remember
Logan's
some sick shit from my childhood that I know actually didn't happen.
well, yeah, I think too. Logan's a non-believer, right? He's on the
Mm.
opposite end of the spectrum, right? You got me on
Yeah,
this side and Logan on this side, and Ty's like
I
somewhere in here.
yeah
This
right.
country
I'd say
was definitely getting railed though. Like those kids definitely they definitely stumbled up on something that they should not have stumbled up on during recess.
Which,
yeah. I mean,
Putting
could
that
be.
planning period to good fucking
Well,
use, brother.
it didn't happen until after they did the Bloody Mary chant. So do you think that would be kind of gross that they waited until then?
they're
I
like,
don't know,
let's
maybe
get
they were
as
just
many
hiding.
kids in here as possible. Let them lock
Ew.
the door.
But yeah, that's pretty much
Oh.
Bloody Mary. I mean, ghost lady that would tell, I guess, someone that they got married or they're gonna get married, and then fuck up all the rest.
Damn,
Hmm.
dude, fucking Bloody Mary's kind of crazy. Ain't gonna lie.
Sick,
I've
fickle
always
bitch.
had like a strange feeling about Bloody Mary, just because
Strange
it's
feeling in your pants, or
yeah,
yeah,
in my
I get it.
loin.
In my
Same.
loins.
All
But
right,
the bitch from the ring is probably more. Yeah. Go on. Yeah, that's it. That's Bloody
no,
Mary.
that's it. Just Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh yeah.
If you guys have
Bye.
anything else to
Oh.
anything else to say?
Nah, I mean that's it.
Word.
That's it for that one.
Well, I like
See
playing to
ya.
me. Later.
Later.